Okay, I think we should be live. Hello, guys, and welcome back to Fox Report. And most importantly, welcome to the pre-match review that will be tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. my time against Crystal Palace at the King Power Stadium. A match that I'm pretty sure all of us are not ready for, given the fact that we lost against Bournemouth so badly, looked so lost, and just looking at Crystal Palace, how they beat Leeds, a very important victory. Coming now to the KP, great players. Yikes, I don't know what to expect, but yeah, it is what it is. Hey, how's it going? What's going on? How you doing? But first, let's go over to the match today. From what we're seeing, let me just go ahead and share my screen. All right, 1 second. Okay, so I think, let me just make sure that's all good to go. Okay, so right now, Brighton and Brentford are playing 0-0. Let me just refresh this page. Yes, so 0-0. Brentford have 11 points. Brighton have 15. So right now, at this rate, the fact that we need the teams above relegation zone, so that's 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, maybe the 10 or 9 even, not to go that far away from us. We always want those teams to stay close points-wise. So right now, given the score, it's best that Brentford either win or they draw. But Brighton cannot win. Now, let me just remove that. Yes, so we are starting off the week bottom of the league. I don't know. I don't know where to go from there, depending on how the match starts or how the match ends on Saturday, whether we're going to be even in an even more relegation type of battle or depending on the other results. But yes, we are back to square one. Same thing as it was before the Forest match, only this time it will be a much more different side, much better opposing side, Crystal Palace, compared to Nottingham Forest. Now, the fans, the intensity, the pressure will be there. I'm guessing if we lose against Crystal Palace, then majority of the entire stadium will be calling for Rodgers out in front of Kuntop, who I expect to be there. So yes, it's going to be one heck of a just match. Yeah. So Palace coming to KP, like I said, with an important win against Leeds. Now, first going to that match against Leeds over at Selhurst Park, I saw some highlights. Leeds were quite the attacking in the first half, scored first, and then just second half, Palace came back, scored, and next thing you know, just were leading that entire match with possession and so forth, and then came away with 3 points. So any team that comes into a match with a victory in their previous match will have much more confidence and much more motivation, especially playing us. The fact that we're in last place, have lost pretty much every single match. And yeah, Palace are right now over the moon coming into the King Power Stadium tomorrow, thinking that it will be an easy 3 points. But I must say, Palace, history-wise, playing at the KP, have not been that successful, at least not since November of 2019. So we've beaten Palace at the KP since that date. Surprisingly, I didn't know that. Yes, but we've beaten Palace since that date. And let me just go again and share my screen. If you see here, the history between Leicester City and Crystal Palace, last match we played was at home, 2-1. I don't know if you guys remember, but that was an insane top left corner goal by KDH. First goal was scored by Adam Malukman. We're winning 2-1, I believe, at the start or from the start of the first half. And then Palace scored. Second half, PK by Wilfred Zaha. And just somehow we were able to manage not them tying the match, coming away with 3 points. So yes, like I said, undefeated at home. See here, last defeat at home was in February of 2019, where we lost 4-1. Will that score be similar to tomorrow? Who knows? Given the fact how we're playing, possibly a high possibility that that may happen. Match, discussions with Brendan Rodgers, having to share any news regarding any injuries. From what we're hearing is that Johnny Evans is in doubt for this match. So, given the fact that they did say that he's going to, they're going to monitor him, see if he's going to, be able to play tomorrow, but we'll wait till the last minute. Most of the time when Johnny Evans has been in this type of situation where it's just really monitoring, seeing how he is the next day or on game day, typically he doesn't play. And if he does, he'll get injured and have a longer outage from playing these matches. So personally asking me, I don't think it's best to play Johnny Evans, especially if he has a calf injury. And it seems that he's been having that problem for pretty much consistently now, going into last season as well. And Rodgers, how we know, he likes to push the players that are coming back from injury, try to put on as quick as he can, and majority of the time they get injured. So going into my next question, that is, who should take Evans' place if he's unavailable? Should it be Soyuncu? From what we know in the press conference yesterday with Brendan Rodgers talking about Soyuncu and Jannik Vestergaard, saying that he's seen them in training and still, goes from what he's seeing there, does not think that they're capable enough of playing, in these matches. Vestergaard, I get. From what we heard, he scored an own goal with the U23s or U21s and lost 7-0 to Fulham. If he can't play there, then he's definitely not playing with the first team. But Soyuncu, the only time from what we know he's played was in the match with against Stockport County in the Carabao Cup. Not even in the U21s or U23s is Soyuncu playing, which is weird. If he's somewhat better than Vestergaard, I'm pretty sure we all believe that. I don't understand why he's at least not playing with the academy, to get that rhythm, keep that, intensity going, so that when it comes to time like this, he should be playing, But other news, positive news, is that Castagna is cleared to play. All good. He came off in the second half against Bournemouth because his eye apparently was swollen. Couldn't really see, but now it's clear that Rodgers has said it was a bruised eye now. He's good to go. So that just gives a lot of just satisfaction, relief, the fact that he can play in that right back area. If he were to be out, then I'm pretty sure Rodgers will put Justin there and perhaps put either Luke Thomas or just leave Luke Thomas there and put Justin back in left back and put Daniel Amartey at right back. That's something that I don't want to see. No, Amartey just cannot play. As much as I like the guy, good personality, not playing well lately. No. Especially with Bournemouth, where the second goal was easily avoidable, jumped on too late in the air, and then, those things that just, it's annoying. But anyways, going to players up top. Vardy or Daka? So, last match was Daka starting, and then the match before then, the Forest match, was Vardy. So, two different changes there. Frankly, from the match against Bournemouth, I thought when Vardy came on, much more opportunities approached us as far as shooting on goal, him setting up either Barnes or Maddison or Tielemans rather than Daka. Now, when Daka was playing, many times he always tries to wait for that foul, holding the ball against the defender. He gets pushed down, and then everyone just freezes to think that the referee's going to call it. But no foul is given. Next thing you know, we're just completely lost. Bournemouth are attacking, and we're shorthanded. So that is the one thing that is really, just keeping me on the edge of either going for Vardy, because he doesn't do that. He's a bit more aggressive, a bit more just stable, not easily, one to knock down or fall down. So I think Vardy should perhaps start. and then Daka come on the 60th minute or maybe even halftime, depending on, how we are in the match. But just going to Vardy, he's not the player he was 5 years ago, with the pace, able to run the full 90 minutes. No, so he's very limited now with his abilities, but he still has that creativity, something that Daka does not have yet. Not saying he won't get there, but yes, Vardy is a bit more creative, knows the team well more than Daka, so I would want him to start and then, later on put in Daka. So, guys, what should be our formation? Now, the match against Bournemouth was a 4-3-3, but the match against Forest was a 4-1-4-1, in which I really liked that formation because it worked perfectly well. Everyone was in their position. Not one moment did I see where one player was completely out of position or everyone was out of position. No, everyone pressed up where they needed to press up, not messing up that formation, the 4-1-4-1 at all. Now, the match against Bournemouth, many times we were pressed up too high. We were thinking that we're going to take the ball and try to shoot on goal, but no, we would lose it before even reaching the box. And then next thing you know, we are shorthanded. KDH is trying to come back, Tielemans, and it's just pretty much Fast and Evans and Justin, the ones defending. So pretty much playing three in the back. So not even a 4-3-3 formation. But yeah, my formation, like I said, I'd rather go with a 4-1-4-1. Now going to my starting lineup, what I want to see. If you see here is a, 4-1-4-1. Danny Ward, of course, will, be playing. There's nothing that we can say that Everson will play because we all know that Brendan Rodgers backs up Danny Ward. So we just have to accept it. The formation, 4-1-4-1, James Just on the left. Soyuncu, what I want to see him play because Amartey cannot play. I'm sorry, he cannot play. Vestergaard, not even close to being on the bench. And Johnny Evans, that's if he's in doubt, have Soyuncu play in his preferred position. That is in the center left, with Fast taking that right center spot. And of course, Castagna at the right back. Now, Samore needs to play. Indeed, he's not there. Mendy's not there. KDH perhaps play that pivot role in also, attacking mid, but also play alongside Samore in that defensive midfield position. So, frankly, kind of switch it from a 4-1-4-1 to a 4-2-3-1. Now, Barnes, one other player who just hasn't been consistent. Has not. With the match against Bournemouth, many times he received the ball, couldn't do anything with it. And that was really annoying because there were so many times where he was open, Madison would give him a clear ball, has so much space in front of him to try to do something, but Barnes wouldn't do it, would try to dribble, or just slow down the intensity of that attack. So yeah, it's just making us think that perhaps will we need another solution later on, hopefully if we don't get relegated onto the next season, perhaps find someone else who can play that left wing role better. Frankly, we have no creativity on the right side. Madison's not even a right winger, but he's playing that role and playing it fairly well, but we need someone who's a designated right winger. If we had one like Lookman like last season, then Madison, of course, would go to the center and play much better. And perhaps we would have a much better attack with someone, like I said, who can actually play in that right wing role. So, so like I said, Barnes needs to be more creative and quick, very slow. And also, I typically, if you guys don't know, I don't necessarily do live streams for pre-match reviews. I typically, have my stuff recorded and I put all those effects, editing, all stuff, look to make it look pretty cool. But the only reason why I'm doing it now is because I'm going to this event here in the United States called the Premier League Fan Fest. Now, if you're in the UK and don't know about this, it's one big event for the Premier League in which they pick a match week and they have it at one of the major cities in the country where, you have these big screens. It's like a big festival. all Premier League fans just come in, gather together, look at the big screen, look at the matches. They have some games, they have some competitions. They bring the Premier League trophy. Don't know if it's real or it's a replica, but you take a picture, can make your own FIFA card, play FIFA 23. It's a big, big event. And that's where I'm going tomorrow, especially to watch this match. In my time, that is 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yes, it will be a big event. And of course, I will be vlogging that. So stay tuned for that. That will perhaps be the post-match review for this match against Crystal Palace. And just to give you guys a small glimpse of what that's like, here, I have a picture right here. Yep. So here you go. So the Premier League Fan Fest in Philly, Philadelphia. Yeah, a lot of fans. I think Ian Wright will be there from Arsenal, taking pictures, everyone. I'll try to be on the broadcast. Hopefully see my face. Definitely will be trying to, rocking out Fox to Fox report. But yeah, it will be one heck of an experience. Can't wait for that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I will be vlogging. Now going over to score predictions for this match. So now coming in, we lost. Has to be a completely different performance. Can't be what we saw against Bournemouth. So again, like Forest, we come into that match looking to be surprised, looking to see a different Leicester side, something that we have not seen before. So we have to play this match like we've never played before. Chemistry, coming back, taking the ball, taking control of the match, having possession, shot after shot. That's what we need. Now, Crystal Palace coming in 2-1, important victory against Leeds. Very close match. I say it's going to be a 2-1. That will be my score prediction. My score prediction, just put that right here. Right there. My score prediction, 2-1 to Leicester City. I'd say goals by, who knows, Vardy, Barnes? I don't know, but 2-1, hopefully we need that because right now, looking at the table, I'll tell you. Oh, and we have a score in this game between Brentford and Brighton, and right now Brighton are beating Brentford 1-0. Now, currently on 13 points. Brighton dropped to 7th, or no, Brentford go up to 8th. And what's very interesting here is that Wolves and Nottingham Forest will be playing this weekend. Let's hope for a tie, honestly. Southampton, let's check and see who they're playing. West Ham has been on a good run, so I expect West Ham to win that match. Hopefully a draw because West Ham are not that too far from us. Still, in that first 10-point range, as if, they don't win. Leeds will be playing Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal going to win that match. So best in hope that Leeds won't win. And if, of course, we beat Crystal Palace, who are in 15th place with 9 points, we'll jump up to perhaps either 18 or 17, I don't know, depending on Wolves and Nottingham Forest. So yeah, that's pretty much our fate for this weekend. We have to win these matches. We can't be losing. We can't lose these matches. We have to keep winning, or we have to win, keep winning. We have to win because if we lose this match, we're going to, by God, be in some bottom hole, just being unable to come out of it. Because as those other teams, if they win, like Forest or Wolves or Southampton, as they, get past the 10-point range and we're still in under 7 points, it will take a miracle just to even think of getting out of that relegation zone. And I mean by getting out by being in 17th place. I don't know. But guys, that is all I have for this pre-match review between Leicester City and Crystal Palace. Like I said, I will be vlogging my experience tomorrow for the Premier League Fan Fest. I'll have to probably wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go over there to Philadelphia and just try and, have the best experience ever. Definitely record, see some Leicester City fans who around here are not a lot. So would be a good experience. We'll vlog it. We'll vlog opinions, halftime, prep talk, try to do as much as I can. So stay tuned for that. Perhaps that video will come out, I want to say, this coming Monday or Tuesday, depending on how much footage I get. But thanks, guys. I'll see you guys next time, like I said, with that vlog and that post-match review. Take care.